Checking in here on our Psalms on this Monday, and we are talking about the king's adornments. This is the Israelite king, King David. And King David had gone to war with the surrounding pagan nations. And before he went to war, he said, Lord, please watch over us. That's what the chief priest did. And then David wins the battle, wins the war. And now where we are today is them thanking God for allowing King David to emerge the victor. So here's Psalms chapter 21, verse 5. The king's glory is great through God's salvation. Splendor and majesty you, Lord, place upon the king. So the king enjoys glory as he's able to win the battle, right? But the reality is it was God who allows him to win the battle. And some parallels here, too, in the resurrection and the riches that we are able to enjoy, and the king living in glory after winning the war. Christ's work on the cross is what makes us right in the eyes of God. Because once we are in Christ and declare Jesus is Lord by trusting in the gospel, the fact that Jesus came, became sin, died, and rose up on the third day, that trust in those facts take away our sin and make us acceptable according to God. Because before all that happened, we were dead in sin. But that sin is removed through Christ's death and perfect sacrifice, his resurrection, right? It's a good sacrifice, perfect sacrifice according to God, because God rose him up on the third day. If Jesus had sinned, the tomb wouldn't have been found empty, but it was empty. So important to note there on the heels of the Easter weekend. Taking it back to the original psalm today, though, it says, King David's glory is great through God's salvation. Well, that's also just like our glory is great through God's salvation when he takes away our sin from Christ's death on the cross. That's what Jesus' work does. It removes our sin. Carefully noting here that it is God and Christ who do all the heavy lifting, right? They do the work, not us. Whether it was allowing the king to win the battle, King David in the original psalm that we went through today, or Jesus' work in the new covenant, removing our sin on the cross. Again, all points back to God. God and Jesus' work, not ours. And that should keep us humble because we didn't deserve it, but we are the blessed beneficiaries of it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.